Hey, hey, hey! This is your girl Jessica with Miley Made Me Do It. I am back with another video. This is the Little Lizard King can pattern. Okay, shout out to my girl Charlie B. Yes, you asked for this pattern with the 3-tier, and this is what I'm gonna give to you, girlfriend. So look, y'all, super cute. It has 3 tiers, and I decided to say, you know what? Let me go on and make her a little 4th of July outfit. You know what I'm saying? So if you have not already cut out your pattern, go ahead and do that. And I also advise you to print off your measurements. Okay, print off the measurements that they give to you for this tier dress. Now it has several different options. You have the 3-tier, which is what I am going to do with the placket piece, or you can just have it plain without the placket and with the buttons, or you can have a top, or you can do just a simple dress, a simple top, whatever. So many options, okay? But I am going to do the 3-tier because my girl Charlie B asked me. All right. So if y'all have any other patterns out there with, Little Lizard King or whoever, just let me know. Hey, Little Lizard King, I love them. All right. So let me tell you what I have here. Okay. So I have the bodice. You have 2 pieces. It's the front and back. So look at that. Normally we would have, like with other dresses, you'll have like the main and the lining. Nope, baby. We just got two pieces here. Front and back bodice. I've already cut by bias tape. You see here, and it's just folded in half. The pattern has the measurements and stuff for that too, and how to make that. I have my buttons. Here's my top tier, my middle, my 2nd tier, and my 3rd tier. Okay, the top one here is 2 pieces. The second one will be also 2 pieces, and my bottom tier here is 4 pieces. It may be different, whatever, depending on the size. And here I have my placket piece. I've already went ahead and constructed that. You see, pretty much just put those 2 raw ends towards the middle and fold it in half, just like that. So let's get started. Okay, so let's construct our bodice. All right, so what I'm going to do is going to take my bodice piece here, and I'm going to put them right sides together. All right, just like this. Probably should have ironed it, but I think I said this on every video. I don't ever iron anything, do I? Okay, so put it right sides together like this. We're going to pin at the shoulder seams and side seams. I'm going to take this to my machine, and so a 1/2 inch seam allowance on my shoulder seams and both my side seams. I will also take this to my take this to my serger and serge off my raw ends on shoulder and side seams. I'm going to do that and I'll be back. And we're going to find the center. I'm just doing this right now because when we add our placket piece, we want to make sure that it's, and when we add our neck binding, we want to make sure that it is centered, okay? Because that's going to be important when we put that together. So, all right, let's find our center of our bodice here. I got my little, yep, I see that on that side. And then let's do that for the back. All right. So, just wanted to do that before we move on to our next step. All right, so we found the center. It's done. We're going to put this to the side real quick, and we're going to put this to the side, and let's construct our skirt. All right, so here's your skirt pieces. Right now I am doing I'm going to have 2 of them. Just let me bring this to the 3rd one. All right, so let's start with our first 2 tiers. This is my top tier. Put this to the side here. And I'm going to put these right sides together. All right. Just like this. And I'm going to sew along this raw edge here, okay? But before I do that, let's find the center here because this is going to be important. All right, so I'm going to find the center of my front and back of my skirt piece. So there's that one. You can use a pen or you can use chalk, whatever you want to use, you just do that, okay? So, I'm going to put these babies right side together. And we're going to pin. This is our top tier. First tier, okay? This is what's going to be attached to the bodice. So, and we're going to take this to our machine. I'm going to do this with all of them, okay? We're going to take this to the machine, do a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and insert the raw end. So let's do this. Put this to the side, and now let's grab our second tier. Now we have just a big tube, well, a big circle, okay? So I'm going to take this to the machine also. 1/2 inch seam allowance, serge each of my ends here, serge all of my raw ends. Then I'll be back to show you how to attach, do our tiers. Okay, so here is my top of my tier, my first tier. I have those already put together, okay? So we're gonna keep this straight, all right? Not gonna touch it right now, not gonna gather it. This is my second tier here, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're going to turn our second tier wrong side out, okay? Okay, just like that. I'm going to match up both my side seams on here. So we're gonna find them side seams and we're gonna match those up, okay? Okay, and we're going to match the side seams first. Alright. Alright, so we got our side seams matched. Alright, now grab it. Now, here is, alright, so I got it put in here, alright? Now let's find that center part because we have the center here. This is the top tier right here, okay? That's inside. So let's find our center tier of our second piece. All right, I found it right here. Okay. Okay, so right here, find your tier. And we're going, the center, I'm sorry, find your marking here. And we're going to put those together because we're going to make sure that we don't lose that, okay? Gonna do that. That's on one side. Find the other side. Right there. I should have pinned it, so I'm gonna, okay, boom. Alright, so we got that part. We found our centers, okay? Alright, match those babies up. Now, what we're gonna do, we're going to evenly distribute our gatherings, okay? After we, when we just pretty much get our gatherers the way we want it, all right? You need to figure out where it's gonna be your front, okay, of your skirt, all right? So on one side of your skirt here, what you're gonna do is we're going to measure from where that center part here, okay? Fine. So this is our center part here. We're going to measure over from on both sides of the center part a 3/4 inch, okay? And this needs to be flat. All right, look like it's about right there. So this right here on both sides, this needs to be flat, okay? So it's on one side from here, now from there, this right here. Okay. All right, so this part does not need to be gathered, okay? Because this is where our little placket piece is gonna be. Now, evenly distribute all of your ruffles, okay? Okay, so now I got these ruffles on the second tier ruffles added to my first tier. Now I'm gonna take this to my iron. Wait, well, sorry, not my iron. Gotta put this thing together first. Okay, so I'm gonna take this to my machine and I am going to sew a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then I'll also serge off my raw ends. Okay, do not forget this baby right here. I think I'm gonna like put some so I can make sure that's it. All right, so let's sew this together. Okay, so I have those tiers attached. Now grab your third tier here. Okay, just like that. We're gonna put these right sides together and we're gonna match our side seams. Okay. All right. So match the side seams. Now also we're gonna match. Now this is gonna be my front because you see I have that 3/4 inch right here undone. So I'm gonna match these babies here. Okay, because you see right here I also remember I put like a little chalk mark here. Okay, so I see my, okay, so this is right here. Since this is my seam here, that's going to be my front, and I'm going to match those seams together. All right, and I will be repeating that step of keeping it 1/4 inch flat. Okay, so find the back here and match. Now this is going to take me a minute. Okay, so I'm going to gather and make sure this is evenly, okay, all the way around. All right, so let's do that. So look, I got everything all put together, okay, right sides together. I'm going to take this to my machine and I will do a 1/2 inch seam allowance, serge off my raw ends, and I will also top stitch. Do not forget to top stitch your first and second tier also. All right, so I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I have my last tier attached. I've also went ahead and gathered my top of my skirt piece here and made sure I put like a pin in the center here, okay, of my skirt though. So this is my, make sure, yeah, this is my front, the front of my skirt here, okay. As you can see, it's still not really gathered in that part. So bring your bodice in, and the pattern already tells you that you need to mark the center of it. So we already did that. I'm gonna do the bottom here on both sides, like that. All right, so let's turn our skirt wrong side out. And we're going to put our bodice inside our skirt, right sides together. We're gonna match these side seams. And then got both of my side seams matched. And now we're just, hold on. And also, let's match our center here. Right here. Okay, so let's match our center piece. Boom. Make sure right here also that you do not gather 3/4 inches. Okay, so now let's just take this to our machine, sew, serge, and top stitch, and I'll be back. This is looking so cute. Oh my goodness. Like, I love this so much now.